the Steve Sisters. I'm Sandhya,
and I'm Swapna,
and we love exploring
science,
technology,
engineering,
art,
and math.
I just checked the weather forecast, and it looks like this week is just getting hotter and hotter. It's like we're in a tropical climate.
Well, you know what? That makes me wonder, what is the difference between the weather and climate?
Well, it's not easy to weather a tree, but we sure can climb it.
True, but the weather is also the minute-to-minute condition of our atmosphere, and that includes everything from the temperature to humidity, cloudiness, precipitation, visibility, and windiness.
And climate is the longer-term state of the atmosphere in a certain region of the world. That can be over decades, centuries, and even millennia.
So weather can change pretty quickly. Here in Canada, where we live, we can sometimes experience what feels like a taste of the 4 seasons in the space of one day.
And on the other hand, climate is much more stable over time, and changes can happen, but much more gradually. For example, in a desert, we might get rain every now and again, but overall, it's very much a dry climate. Watching the weather and climate is really exciting, and this has fascinated humans for a really long time, and with that comes myths. For example, is it really true that lightning never strikes twice in the same spot?
Well, don't let it shock you, but lightning can and does strike twice in the same place. For one, when you are watching a thunderstorm and you see a lightning strike, it can often be made up of multiple different discharges that are just too quick for us to see as individual strikes. Meaning that seeing lightning strike once, technically, can mean that you're seeing lightning strike multiple times in the same place.
And that's not all. Lightning can strike in many different places, but the most likely place for it to strike is a tall, isolated object such as a tree or a building, and that's because they're closest to the storm clouds, and that's a good reason for us to avoid these areas during a storm.
And if those objects remain tall and isolated, then they remain likely to be struck again and again. For example, the CN Tower in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, is on average struck 75 times a year.
Wow, well, let's wrap this up with another weather-related joke. What do you get if a bear gets stuck out in the rain?
Well, we've got black bears, we've got polar bears, there are grizzly bears.
That's the closest. Grizzly bears, they're drizzly bears.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, hope you enjoyed this video.
Make sure to check out the Shaftesbury Kids YouTube channel for tons of videos and full episodes of TV shows streaming for free.